How are you doing?
In the crowded race for the Republican presidential nomination, Jon Huntsman is a bit unconventional. Here he is at an ABC News debate.
He doesn't quite understand this situation.
He can express his exasperation with Republican frontrunner Mitt Romney in Mandarin Chinese. It's a language Huntsman, a Mormon, learned while on a 2-year religious mission to Taiwan more than 3 decades ago. Since then, he has returned to Asia on several diplomatic missions, most recently as ambassador to China for President Obama.
I know that Jon is the kind of leader who always puts country ahead of party.
Mitt Romney criticized Huntsman for that during the ABC News debate in New Hampshire earlier this month.
I'm sorry. Governor, you were, in the last 2 years, implementing the policies of this administration in China. The rest of us on the stage, we're doing our best to get Republicans elected across the country and stop the policies of this president being put forward.
A day later, Huntsman fired back.
He criticized me while he was out raising money for serving my country in China. Yes, under a Democrat, like my 2 sons are doing in the United States Navy. They're not asking what political affiliation the president is. I want to be very clear with the people here in New Hampshire in this country. I will always put my country first.
Country first! Country first! Country first!
Huntsman largely trailed his fellow Republican candidates before he came in third in the New Hampshire primary and prepared for the first primary in the southern United States.
Here we go to South Carolina. Thank you all so very much.
The 51-year-old father of 7 is a twice-elected governor of the conservative state of Utah. Yet he believes in civil unions for homosexual couples. He has worked as a U.S. trade representative and also in his family's multi-billion-dollar chemical corporation. He graduated from an elite university, but only after he dropped out of high school to play keyboards in a band. But most voters largely ignore Huntsman. American University professor Jennifer Lawless.
It's difficult for voters to differentiate him from Mitt Romney, and that's not only because they're both good-looking former governors. It's because they're both perceived as far more moderate than they actually are. Jon Huntsman is a new entity, and people just haven't gotten to know him that well, which makes it difficult to raise money, which makes it difficult to get out there and get people to know you.
And in an age of partisanship, Huntsman's work for a Democratic administration both helps and hinders his campaign to run against his former boss, President Obama. Suzanne, Presto, VOA News.
Family, come on in here.